The Arizona Cardinals are continuing to try to add pieces to make this roster better. We're going to dive into the most recent move made by the Cardinals, as well as this pesky rumor that's been going around about Marquise Hollywood Brown possibly landing with the Panthers. We're going to dive into all of that today. Let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. Make sure you follow me on all my social platforms. Everything will be in the description below. Also, don't be one of these guys you love to hover around the channel. Just subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. Before we get started here, I want to give a huge shout out to the Arizona Diamondbacks who punched their ticket to the ALDS. I'm so proud of these boys. Alright, everybody, let's get started here. Let's dive into who the Arizona Cardinals' most recent transaction is. Now, this report here comes from me. It says this: per the Arizona Cardinals transaction report, they are adding former Chiefs running back Damien Williams to their practice squad. Now, please keep in mind that no, we did not just have this guy on our roster. That was Darrell Williams, which was a former Chief as well. This guy is Damien Williams, two different people, but this guy was on the roster when they won their Super Bowl as well. So he has a Super Bowl ring under his belt. And honestly, I like this move. Right now, we're kind of dealing in a situation right now as Arizona Cardinal fans that we have a workhorse in James Conner. We got Keaontay Ingram, which a lot of people are excited about, but Keaontay Ingram's been dealing with the neck injury, and it's been going on for quite some time, and we haven't been able to see him on the field in a consistent basis. I think that's where this move is coming from right now. As of right now, Damien Williams is finding himself in the practice squad. Don't be surprised if we somehow elevate him before this game heading into Sunday versus the Bengals. But yes, we do have DeMarcado as well on there, but we're looking for a different type of running back, right? And I think that's what Damien Williams is trying to bring here to the Arizona Cardinals organization. Now, also keep in mind that right now Damien Williams is 31 years old, so obviously a veteran type of running back that we're deciding to bring in. 5'11", 221 pounds, 9 years of experience in the NFL, and obviously his height of his career was when he was with the Kansas City Chiefs, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl, but he found himself with multiple different teams: the Dolphins, the Chiefs, the Bears, the Falcons, the Raiders, and now the Arizona Cardinals. So although this might not be a big splash, huge move here for the Arizona Cardinals, it is something that is necessary because we have longed to have one of these elusive type of running backs to catch the ball out of the backfield, and Damien Williams could possibly bring that here for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, obviously, it's all about opportunity. If he doesn't really get the opportunity, then we're not going to really see him very much, but this is a good opportunity for him to kind of come out here and show his talents because of the injury of Keaontay Ingram. So he is the most recent transaction here for the Arizona Cardinals, which I'm on board, right? We're trying to make our roster better and better. So yeah. Now let's go and change topics here, and let's dive right into the most recent rumors that's been floating around that has to do with the Arizona Cardinals and Marquise Hollywood Brown. Now, when I first saw this here, this is the source that it came from. It's from NFL Notifications. Now, I want to go ahead and be very specific. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an absolute rumor. There's no validity to this. At least we didn't see anything else that's been going on, so take this with a grain of salt, but this is what the tweet says. Rumor alert: Panthers have interest in the Cardinals wide receiver Hollywood Brown. After 4 weeks, Brown is on track to have career highs in yards. GM Scott Fitterer believes he can step in and be the team's wide receiver one. With the scarcity at the wide receiver position, Arizona has responded with a heavy but not completely unreasonable price tag. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, why would Hollywood Brown want to go to the Panthers and leave the Cardinals? Now, yes, we are a one-win team. They are a zero-win team. And one of the main reasons why he was brought here was because of Kyler Murray, right? Now, obviously, a lot of these things are going to my mind, and of course, I wanted to do a little bit more research. And of course, I saw an article here that was posted here by CBS that was published on October the 1st of this year, and it captions this: Panthers eyeing wide receiver help. Cardinals Marquise Hollywood Brown among potential 2023 targets for Carolina. So this has maybe a little bit more oomph to this rumor right now. Please keep in mind that when rumors are created, they're either factual or they're not, right? Now, as of right now, we're kind of living in a world where, as Arizona Cardinal fans, we know where we're at, right? We are a 1-3 team, and we are trying to, get our second win here against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, it's not far-fetched for me as a Cardinal fan to think that the Cardinals might trade off Marquise Hollywood Brown. I'm going to go and say this, right? I've been talking about this in week 1, after week 2, right, to kind of know the state of the Arizona Cardinals, right? I don't think it's far-fetched because let's be honest here, although he was brought in for Kyler Murray, it's not far-fetched to me. He's looking for an extension. To me, I think he's a very solid wide receiver 2, not a wide receiver 1 for the Cardinals, in my opinion. Now, in the Cardinals roster, he is our wide receiver because that is the talent that we have. We're all hoping Michael Wilson could become that wide receiver 1, but as of right now, TBD. So, it's not far-fetched for me to think that the Cardinals might trade away Marquise Hollywood Brown. To me, I just don't think it's going to be to the Panthers. Now, obviously, if they do have interest in trading Marquise Hollywood Brown, it's going to really just depend who's going to give him the highest compensation back. Right now, the Arizona Cardinals ended up spending, a first-round pick for Marquise Hollywood Brown, which at that time, a lot of Cardinal fans were indifferent, but we got why we were bringing him over. It was because of Kyler Murray, and it made sense, right? So we just kind of squashed it. So it just really just going to depend if the Cardinals are truly going to move off of him, what are we going to get back, right? Who's going to be the highest compensation out there? It might be the Panthers. We don't know, right? There was a report that came out that said that the GM for the Panthers is going all in on Bryce Young, and he's trying to give him the best weapons they possibly can. So we will see. We will see what happens. Now, as we're sitting right now, we're sitting at 1-3. I don't think the Cardinals are trying to proactively move off of Marquise Hollywood Brown, but I do believe that they're listening to offers, right? I do believe that is one of those instances where they're going to pick up the phone. Although they might not make the move, they're going to pick up the phone and probably listen to what offers are out there, because we are a 1-3 team. Now, there's plenty of opportunity for the Cardinals to turn the season around, right? We got the Bengals, we got the Rams, we got some winnable teams, heading into the middle part of the season. So I think these next few games is going to be very crucial for the Arizona Cardinals. Very, very, very crucial for the Arizona Cardinals. And here's the reason why. If we get these next 2 games and we lose both those games, and we're actually a 1-5 team, there's more of an enticement for the Arizona Cardinals to possibly move off a Marquise Hollywood Brown, a Zach Ertz, right? Those veteran guys that we might not see as a long-term possibility, right, moving forward. So these next 2 games are crucial. We can either turn this around and be a 3-3 team, or we can turn this around and be a 1-5 team, right? Or I guess not turn it around, but stay as stagnant and be a 1-5 team. So it's really just going to depend on what's going to happen in these next few games, in my opinion, because the trade deadline for the NFL is actually October the 31st, which is the end of October. So we still got technically, 3 or 4 games to really find out what this team is going to be in the 2023 season. And I think this next few games is going to be very crucial to find out, what are we going to do in the trade deadlines? Are we going to be sellers? I don't think we're going to be buyers. Let's be honest. We're not going to be buyers, but are we going to be sellers? Or are we going to be a team that's just going to stat pat, right? Are we just going to stay still and just not do anything? So, yes, the rumor seems a little out of the dark, right? It seems a little far-fetched, because if you think about it, why would Marquise Hollywood Brown want to go to the Panthers, right? Why would he want to downgrade? But if you think about it, this is a business, ladies and gentlemen. This is a business. And I've heard multiple people kind of reach out and say, hey, is there validity to this, right? And we haven't really got a solid response back from a lot of people. So I think this rumor is, I think there's some teeth to this rumor. I just don't think that the Arizona Cardinals right now are actively trying to shop Marquise Hollywood Brown, but I do believe that they're listening because of where we are at right now. But these next few games, like I said earlier, are very crucial to find out what's going to happen for the Arizona Cardinals heading into the trade deadline. We're either going to be sellers or we're going to stay still. I truly believe, right? So Marquise Hollywood Brown, I do believe he was brought in for Kyler Murray, but keep in mind, something that we've been hearing for so many different people saying, this is not the regime that made this happen, right? Although Marquise and Kyler have that connection, there's no ties, right? There's no ties. And we've seen this Arizona Cardinal organization make these moves and just kind of be like, hey, it's the best thing for the organization as of right now. So as of right now, there is no real report coming out here saying that the Arizona Cardinals are shopping Marquise Hollywood Brown. So Cardinal fans, I would just go ahead and breathe a sigh of relief and just see what happens these next few games. And then we'll kind of cross that bridge when it happens, right? So ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts here on the Marquise Hollywood Brown trade rumors going on right now? Put it in the comments below. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.